Regan Slaymaker for Radiant.Green. I have the pleasure to be joined by the Right Honourable Gentleman Graham Stuart, the Minister for State for Energy Security and Net Zero. Graham, how are you today?
I'm very well, thank you, Regan. It's great to see this fantastic show bustling with both exhibitors and visitors.
Definitely. I was just saying to the CEO of Solar Energy UK, I think it's tripled in size since last year, so it's crazy. But kind of obviously, as you said, we are here at Solar and Storage Live. Kind of, why is it important for you kind of to participate in the capacity you are as a keynote speaker this year? Why is it so important for you to do so?
Well, solar is a fantastic renewable. It's among, if not the cheapest form of electricity generation in the UK today. And supporting the solar industry, making sure that we have a regulatory system which encourages more homes when they're built and retrofitting on buildings to happen, and supports ground-mounted solar as well, which is probably the cheapest form, as I say, of electricity which we have available today.
Perfect. What was it? Obviously, solar's kind of booming at the moment. What would you say kind of the main kind of factors have been for the current solar boom? Obviously, you said the ground mounted solar is kind of the cheapest form of it, but what would you say what factors have contributed to the solar boom?
Well, first off, of course, it's a clean, renewable technology, and we've transformed our energy system over the last 10, 12 years, because as recently as 11 years ago, nearly 40% of our electricity came from coal, the dirtiest of fossil fuels. And next year it will be zero. And solar has played a major part in contributing to that. And who would have thought that was possible in cloudy UK? But the truth is, solar does work here, and in combination with onshore wind and offshore wind, another huge success story for the UK, we're cleaning our electricity system and leading the world. Of all the major economies in the world, we've cut our emissions since 1990 more than any other. And renewables and solar have played a major part in allowing that to happen, and will need to play an even bigger role going forward, because the current 14 or 15 gigawatts needs to become 70 gigawatts of solar generation in the UK by 2035. That's why I'm here supporting the industry. That's why I want to say to everyone here and to the public generally that solar has a big part to play, not only in cleaning our energy system, but giving us low-cost, reliable and British-produced energy. We're determined to power more of Britain from Britain.
Definitely. You mentioned kind of powering Britain from Britain there. One of the things that kind of you hold responsibility for in your role is kind of the role of energy security, securing energy, kind of making sure, obviously, with current geopolitical situations, our energy supply isn't affected by that. Obviously, how important is kind of solar and storage when showcasing the technologies that kind of enhance Britain's energy security as well?
Well, Putin's barbaric invasion of Ukraine showed that Western countries had allowed themselves to be too dependent on dictators like Putin and his oil and gas supplies. So every day that we reduce our oil and gas consumption, we not only contribute to the environment, but when we produce and generate more energy here in the UK, we make ourselves more secure. So it's a no-brainer. We want to see more solar and other renewables in this country. We want to green our system, but also make ourselves more secure. And if we get it right, and we're working hard to make sure that we have the grid infrastructure so that we can have the connections that solar and other plants need, we get our systems right, we carry people with us, then we can actually deliver a really low-cost system into the 2030s and beyond that gives us stronger economic prosperity and industrial might than we had before. That's the big opportunity. There's enormous economic opportunity in the transition, and we're seeking to unlock that. And the innovation we're seeing in this show and the companies coming forward, driving costs down, increasing generation, providing balance in the system through storage, is all part of delivering a UK which can be a more powerful nation going forward, having also transitioned and led the world in tackling the challenge of climate change.
Definitely, I think one of the most important things here, and one of the most interesting things here, is the innovative companies that are exhibiting here and also speaking as well. My final question, Graham, thank you for giving me your time today. Kind of, what would you say your main objectives are today? What would you like to achieve after being at Solar and Storage Live today?
Well, I always look forward to working with the industry. Great to see Chris Hewitt here, who's my co-chairman of the Solar Task Force. We're determined to promote of the solar industry here in the UK. We think it has a long and sustainable future. We welcome investment, and we welcome all the innovators, all the small businesses who we support through the Net Zero Innovation Portfolio, £1 billion fund, to make sure we not only deploy the industries and technologies of today, but we help support new challenges coming through so that we can get more generation at lower cost, providing families and businesses across this country with clean and affordable electricity for many years to come.
Definitely, and we can second that as well. Graham Stuart, thank you for talking to Radiant.Green, and enjoy today at Solar and Storage Live. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Regan.